Hello students, welcome to bonus gate classes for ECE. So in this short video, let us have a talk about reciprocity theorem. Okay. So what this theorem will state is, so if any bilateral network, linear and bilateral network, if it has been excited by single independent sources, okay, and we need to find the response in any one of the branches in the network. Okay. Here the theorem which states that the ratio of the response to the excitation will remain same even if we interchange the source and load point positions. Okay, that means clearly what we need to understand is, suppose let us take a circuit. It has been excited by maybe a voltage source, and we need to find the response which might be a current or voltage in any one of the branch in the given network. Okay, so at load point branch you need to identify, and we need to identify the source. Okay, what is the source? Now we need to interchange the both places. Okay, source and load places should be interchanged. Here the points to remember is, the sources will be of two types. It might be a voltage source or else current source. Okay, and the responses will be might be a voltage or else current. Okay, here we need to interchange both positions. Okay, now what are the steps we need to take is, so while doing interchanging, that is while drawing the reciprocal network, the first point which we need to remember is, if there is an independent voltage source, so if it has to be shifted to the load branch, so how it should be connected is, so that voltage source should be connected in series to the load branch. Okay, so where we are finding the response at that branch, we need to connect in series. Now at this source point, as we have interchanged the source to the load point, what it will be the source here, as it has a voltage source, it should be short circuited, and try to mention the response where it might be a voltage or current which we need to find at the load point. Okay, now in the same case, if it is has current source, what we need to do is, the current source should be connected in parallel to the load branch. Okay, and that same response will be find out where the current source has been by making the circuit open. Okay, so such that we will make the changes. Okay, depending upon whether it will be a current source or else voltage source, and the responses should be marked accordingly. When it is voltage source, it should be short circuited and we mark the responses, and if it is current source, we will open circuit it and we will mark the responses and we will find the calculations. Okay, overall we will check for the ratio of response to the excitation, it will constant. Okay, so thank you very much for listening to me. So it might be a somewhat confusing, but if you write solving problems, then it will be quite easier. Okay, at this point just try to understand what it this theorem says. Okay, thank you very much for listening to me. Bye.